Parex USA, a global leader in building materials with operations in over 18 countries, has developed Dry-Tex, the first dry acrylic finish in the world. Dry-Tex is a revolutionary advancement in acrylic finish technology that has all the benefits of a dry product without sacrificing performance of traditional wet acrylic finishes. Dry-Tex weighs 40% less than traditional 65-pound pail of a wet acrylic finish, and yet it covers the same surface area. The significant reduction in weight saves shipping costs and decreases the impact on the environment. Unlike traditional acrylic finishes, Dry-Tex contains no VOC. You are about to view mixing and application techniques of the Dry-Tex finish. This product was designed for experienced applicators and is recommended that prospective customers be presented with samples for approval before work begins. Dry-Tex can be applied over primed and unprimed exterior insulation finish systems, EIFS, prepared masonry, stucco, and other concrete surfaces as the color and texture finish coat. Dry-Tex can also be used for interior spaces, such as prepared drywall and concrete masonry. Prior to applying the Dry-Tex, there are items that need to be addressed. For EIFS and stucco, make sure that the ambient and surface temperature is 40 degrees or higher during application as well as drying time. Avoid applying in direct sunlight. This can affect the final appearance of the finish. Any surface contaminants will need to be removed. For previously painted surfaces, all loose or delaminated paint must be removed and glossy surfaces dulled. Any new concrete or masonry must be cleaned and cured a minimum of 28 days. For stucco, masonry requires that the stucco be applied in accordance to ASTM C926. The stucco shall be moist cured a minimum of 48 hours and for an additional 5 days after moist curing before the application of Dry-Tex finishes. Make sure to check the concrete surfaces for alkalinity and treat accordingly. Any release agent or bond breakers need to be removed. If the concrete is rough, it can be smoothed out with a Parex USA cementitious acrylic polymer modified base coat. Make sure that you read the entire label before using Dry-Tex finishes. When mixing Dry-Tex finishes, use clean equipment. Wear protective equipment, such as gloves and safety glasses, prior to mixing any Parex USA product. When mixing Dry-Tex finishes, add 3/4 gallon of clean, cool, potable water to a 5-gallon pail. Add all the color from the tint vials. To ensure the color is added, fill the tint vial 1/3 full with water. Close the lid, shake, and empty into the pail. This may need to be done more than once to get all the pigment out of the tint vial. Add a half a bag of the Dry-Tex finish and mix using a heavy-duty 1/2-inch drill with a rust-free paddle at about 400 to 500 RPMs. Try not to overmix the finish. This could lead to air entrainment. Mix the color until it has a uniform consistency. Add the remaining Dry-Tex and up to a 1/2 gallon of water. Mix to a uniform consistency. Add small amounts of water as needed for workability to obtain a desired finish texture. Always use Dry-Tex bags from the same batch number within a wall section to avoid color variation. Never add a non-Parex USA additive to the Dry-Tex finishes. Always add the same amount of water to each bag of finish to avoid color variations. Just like acrylic and elastomeric finishes, apply Dry-Tex finishes using a clean stainless steel trowel to achieve a uniform coat and thickness to the largest aggregate size. When applying Dry-Tex, maintain a wet edge and work to a corner or joint. A clean plastic float or a clean stainless steel trowel can be used to texture the Dry-Tex finishes. The plastic float tends to roll the larger aggregates more than the stainless steel trowel. Make sure to continuously dry clean the plastic float or stainless trowel while texturing. This will help you achieve the desired texture. The Dry-Tex finishes typically dry in 24 hours under normal conditions. Parex USA, a global leader in EIFS, stucco solutions, tile and stone installation systems, leading the way in innovation, sustainability, and design.